Hey there folks, this is GreenXI welcoming you to my brand new Let's Play. It is Killer7, made by both Capcom, and even though I can't see it anywhere on the game box except for this tiny little bit right in that bottom, it's actually made by Grasshopper Manufacture Inc. as well, which is the Suda51 people, the people who did Flower, Sun and Rain or something like that for the DS, or what's probably more well known, No More Heroes for the Wii. But this is by far the most bizarre game, and you will see exactly why. I chose it because of that, actually. I love it because it's so bizarre. It's my first person shooter that I've recorded, I think. But don't think that that's going to make it generic like most first person shooters are lately. Back in the GameCube days, which is the version I've got, it was for the PS2 as well. First person shooters, most of them were quite unique. They were quite different because there was millions of them around on the market. Anyways, you can tell already what it's going to be like. It's very dark. It is a horror game. It's an 18 plus, so if you're the type of person who thinks or worries about that, then, you know, sort of. Normal difficulty, the difference between deadly and normal, as it says on the screen. In addition to limitations on hints, expect some extreme combat, harder puzzles, harder fights, basically. Now let's go for normal. It's a hard enough game as it is. Seriously. This first mission that's coming up is actually going to be like a prologue. Like it says, Target 0, Angel. Angel is, I think, the name of the head of the terrorist group. I think it is, because that's what this whole game is about, getting rid of the terrorists. And you'll see more as the story goes on, because there is a story, there's proper cutscenes and everything, and like most shooters where the cutscenes are just a couple of explosions, this has proper characters and proper memorable situations. So, let's get started. I always seem to shoot for the head, or the hand. I don't know why, it doesn't matter where you shoot him. Just go for it. Okay, I'll turn the mic off for the cutscene in a bit.
Me. So, you there yet?
You mean this shithole?
That's where they all hang out. Our information tells us that there's 14 of them.
And they're all fun.
Nah, keep one alive so we can ask where the boss is.
Anything else I should know?
Nah, not really. You'll know when you see them, they're, different.
Will do.
Well, may the Lord smile.
And the devil have mercy.
Okay, so right there we met Garcian Smith as well as Christopher Miller. Christopher Miller is like a assignment giver, a mission giver. Now this game is mission based in a sense, but each mission is like a whole level. It's not exactly like missions like you'd find in Grand Theft Auto or, you know, those open sand pit games, whatever they're called. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go with the controls so I can show you them. This is only really short, don't worry about it. The controls are really unique in this game. Press A to move. You don't use the directions at all. It just runs on like a rail sort of. B to change directions. To ready. B to lock on. Press L to make the enemies appear like we just saw. It makes the screen do that. And then see the yellow bits on the enemies? See if we can Here we go. And like it says, control pad, press left and right to switch enemies. If you hit the yellow bits, you get a critical hit and they die in one. But if you don't, you can just keep shooting and they'll die anyway. For most enemies, not all enemies. Okay, let's get going. That's the tutorial done. That's pretty much all I need to know. Z makes you look behind you as well, so you can see enemies running up from behind you. Now let's get on to the proper mission, shall we? This is where things are going to get pretty amazing, in my opinion. Now, this is going to be a tough Let's Play. I think it's going to be my hardest one so far, just because there's so many ways you can go wrong. In both terms of health, in the same sort of sense of Resident Evil, you can go wrong quite a lot.
You don't want to go any further. It's dangerous. My friends are all dead. They were all murdered by people that look like this. I have been chosen.
Oh, shit. There's more than 14. Those bastards are breeding.
Okay, meet Dan Smith. He's got a very special ability, which we'll see later on. You might find it strange that he just changed people completely, but what happens is there are 7 people inside one body. It could be multiple personalities, but it seems to actually change their bodies completely, their appearance, their personalities, their everything. So I can't claim to know everything about this game. I don't know even some other fundamentals of how the personalities work and things like that. So sorry about that. So yeah, we'll learn more as we go along, and I'll be learning with you for quite a lot of the time I expect. Here's Iwazaru. If you listen carefully, I always find that you can actually hear the words that he's saying, as opposed to just random noises. Yeah, he's going to help us along the way. I don't know if you can actually hear what he's saying or not, though. It's quite hard to tell. Harmon's room, we'll be finding these a lot. They're save rooms. It's safe save rooms. If the maid is there, then you can save. Samantha, the maid. Let me show you this bit first. I'll show you everything in the room. There's not that much, to be honest. Talk to Iwazaru again in here, and you'll get all the basics, all the introduction, all the... Oh right, the Heaven Smiles, I forgot to explain that. They're the terrorists we've come here to finish off. We'll be seeing a lot of them. We'll be here for quite a while. This first mission is only prologue, but it's quite long. Special attacks, you can learn about blood. I'll tell you that as we go along instead of reading through it all. I think that'd be more interesting. TV. This is like your blood bank. You get 2 types of blood as you fight enemies. Thick blood, you spend here and increase your maximum health, your attack power, your sort of skills and things like that. Thin blood, you spend on a couple of different types of things. Making special bullets, healing yourself is probably the most important one. And finally there's Samantha. She's not always in these rooms, like I said, in Harmon's rooms. But she's your save point. Might as well save, it only takes 2 seconds. Angel, 8th of the 5th. They got it the American way around, damn it. Yeah, anyway. Let's make a start properly, shall we? We're about to see the enemies and get our first shooting done and things like that. What I want to do switch Smiths. We've only got 4 to choose between right now. Out of 6. Where's the 7th, you ask? You will find that out a bit later on. We can't use those 2 for a very specific reason. Kaede Smith. I think it's Kaede. I can never say it right. I don't know. But if you listen closely, you might recognise her from a couple of different games. Her voice actor, you know. I'll leave that for you to hear before I tell you who or whatever. You can zoom in with her. She's the sniper. Right now, she's not that good of a sniper. But as you upgrade, you know. That was my bad aim in mind. I just should say that, I guess. Get the critical hits and get more blood. Hello, Rosaru. We're in a tight spot. You'd be saying some similar things every time, apart from the actual useful information, you know. You must turn back. This is the enemy's den. It is indeed. But we are here on a mission. We've got to do it. The body's lined with bombs. If the enemies reach you, they explode and do a hell of a lot of damage, especially to Kaede. She's the only woman inside of the Killer7 Syndicate, of the one body. And she's the 2nd weakest in terms of health and stuff. Pretty stereotypical video game logic and stuff there. While it's on rails, you will find... Shit. So bad at aiming right now. And she's really slow at reloading as well. That's a good start now. Anyway. Travis is another new character. I think he's from No More Heroes as well. I think he's the weapon guy, if I remember right. Funky. Keep a watch for what the words say on his desktops and things like that. It changes. We're in a tight spot yet again. It's my trusted companion, Kikazaru. Kikazaru? Okay, I am back, and I really apologise for this. I have had a bit of a problem. Anyway, had a bit of a blip with the recording equipment, actually. It just took me quite a while to sort it out. Anyways, let's change to... Oh yeah, Kaede Smith. I mentioned that she was quite well known in the voice actor world. She is Tara Strong. You'll know her from Powerpuff Girls, Bubbles. Somebody in Fairly Odd Parents, a couple of other kids shows as well. She's known for those sort of roles, so it's quite strange that she's done quite an adult thing. But then again, she is in Lollipop Chainsaw as well, which is quite, I would say, a mature game with all the blood and everything. So maybe she's trying to migrate into that sort of thing. I'm going to change now to Con. He is possibly my favourite, but he is the weakest of the lot, health-wise. Or one of the weakest. Into the parking lot. This parking lot is going to be a bit tough. It's going to introduce something a bit new, so I don't know why I changed to Con. I might as well not have. Camellia Smile instead of Heaven Smile. This one's a bit different. I don't know how. We'll find out now. Like I said, I'll be learning as we go along. We're going to change to Dan. He's got a special ability that is the only way to get through this bit by ear. It was Aru. Might as well talk to him first. He's always around. Master, we're in a tight spot. This mayhem is out of control. Our members have a thirst for terror. With the Hellion, which is Dan, he's always called the Hellion. They all have sort of nicknames. Use your button and press Y 3 times. They'll use up 3 test tubes of thin blood. When test tube fills up with blood, you can fire a deadly shot. The Devil's Bullets. So Dan can use the Devil's Bullets. You can only fire with enough blood. Don't have enough blood, just kill enemies. Basically, in the name of Harmon. Harmon we'll get to know later on in this dungeon. I call them dungeons, but they're not, are they? I can't zoom in, I actually tried to zoom in then.
This is too easy.
Okay, we'll kill a couple more. Make sure to shoot the eggs as far away as you can. I call them eggs because they sort of hatch into normal smiles. I don't think you can reload manually, so you know, watch out for that. It'll reload whenever it wants to, not when you want to. Just kill him and then we'll go for the sort of mini boss that's hanging around. You can see it by there. 3 times, like it was Aru said. And hit the yellow dot on it. And there we go, that's Dan's special ability. We'll be needing it throughout the game. Same with all the characters. Shit, that was shit. And then knock the critical point off as well. Anyway, that's that done. Each of the characters have their own health amount. Does that make sense? Like, Kaede, even though we switched to Dan, her health is still quite low because she was hit by the Heaven Smile. This is just a duplicator. Bad girl. An egg-laying Heaven Smile. That's what we just killed. Refitted to clamp down on the city. This like a pumped out sucker. Pumped out the countless duplicators that took this country down. I think it's supposed to be like a metaphor for like how America's been taken down by the government or something here, but I don't know. It's your job to eradicate the Heaven Smile, right? And seek the Queen. The gatekeeper is in charge of the Queen. Give this to the gatekeeper. You won't be disappointed. We'll be meeting the gatekeeper, obviously, a bit later on. Actually, towards the end of all this. There are plenty of puzzles around as well. It's a lot like Resident Evil in that sense. Lots of shooting and fighting, but also plenty of puzzles scattered throughout the game. Anyways, back to the first floor. Loading screens are a bit annoying, but because it's such a weird loading screen and it changes now and again, it's not too bad. Let's go for Con now. Now I can show you. He uses machine guns, or little machine guns. I don't know my guns really, but you know. Any enemies around? I can't hear the laughter, which is going to make this series awkward. Down is where we came from, so let's go up. Oop, laughter. I did sort of hear it. I got it down on like 1 volume, you know. Any more? Okay, stairs. We're done with the first floor for now. It's on to the second floor. I don't know how long this episode's going to be now because of all the fiddling about, and I couldn't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Master, we're in a tight spot. Of course we are. An ultra tight spot. Just like your... What is it? What's he wearing? They're called Heaven Smile. But look at their eyes. They haven't got eyes, have they? There's nothing heavenly about them. In the name of Harmon. Amen. I don't know. Anyway, second floor. This is where the place is going to get a bit more confusing, a bit more like a maze. Not exactly a maze, you know, it's going to be a... My sense of direction is just awful, that's all, don't worry.
Help me!
Okay, that was only short, but I turned the mic off anyway. Might have annoyed. Don't know. I'm not sure if Con is actually all that good right now. You don't have to aim for any critical places with him because you can just shoot away and the enemies will probably just die. But I mean, try Kaede, shall we? I'll show you. But he's a bit weak right now, even with that. Yeah, got him. If an enemy gets too close... Shit. He had to reload at that time, didn't he? If an enemy gets too close, then sometimes your character will just hit them back, he'll sort of kill them off in one if you time it right. We'll sort out all their health in a bit, I think. For now, let's just carry on with Dan, is it? Why not? Harmon's room, yay! I think this might be where we cut the video. Oh, she's not working today. She's not in her maid uniform, so it's not a safe room. Let's check out the TV now then. Because we should have enough blood, maybe. 180. Let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, maybe a 4th. Yeah, there we go. We got four serums to... Don't have any blood. Of course I do. Ah, this is where you just transform the blood. You do it actually from the menu. I don't know actually. What's happened there? I thought... Just go back outside a sec. I've muddled myself up. All muddled. Or maybe we just can't do anything about it yet. Photos. This is who we're aiming for. The guy in the green looks sort of like Dracula. So, yeah, this has been Green Excited. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's going to be an awkward recording, but I hope you've enjoyed it regardless. I sent a sort of question out on Twitter, YouTube, on the forums and stuff about whether I should be doing post commentary or live commentary. There's been some mixed results. I think I'm gonna do live just like I normally do, because I don't think I'm too bad at making up bollocks on the spot. So, so I got to use that gift somewhere, haven't I? My bollocks creating gift. So, I'll see you in a bit, and I'll carry on doing live commentary. If enough people complain about it, then I'll just switch to post commentary, and that'll be that. It's not too bad, is it? See you in a bit.